Habs fans, it's time to have the Jonathan Drouin discussion. And by that, I mean we need to talk about, first of all, what's going to happen with this guy. And when I put in the title, is he done, I don't mean his career. Okay, I know he's had some personal issues off the ice that have kept him off the ice for significant periods of time. But I'm talking about a trade. Or a buyout doesn't make sense at this point in time because I think they would have done it already. I mean, he's only got 1 year left on his contract. But I'm talking about a trade. That's really where I want to focus this attention here. And it looks, as of right now, like they're going to go into the season with Drouin as a Montreal Canadien, and they're going to try to see if Martin St. Louis can wave his magic wand over Drouin and turn him into a good player again that can produce and kind of free him up offensively. Because as we know, Dominique Ducharme was the, antithesis of offense, okay? We saw with Cole Caulfield, as soon as Ducharme left and St. Louis came in, that's when Caulfield really started scoring his goals, really started picking it up. But as far as Drouin goes, I don't see them dealing him now because right now he's worth next to nothing. Okay, for Drouin. So is he done as of right now? No. Do I see him as a Montreal Canadien past the trade deadline? Barring an injury or if he spends significant time off the ice and becomes too much of a risk for another team to take on, no, I do not see him in any case as a Montreal Canadien at the end of this season or next season. I just don't see. I know he's a great guy off the ice. He's always in the community, always doing events and charity stuff, and it's awesome. Like everything I've seen, he's a great person, but I really do think that the Habs are getting ready to cut ties with him. They will, I think, again, they're going to try to fatten him up a little bit in terms of like make him look as good as possible. By fatten him up, I don't mean literally. I mean like in a Thanksgiving turkey type of way. Like they're going to try to make him look as good as possible. They're going to give him some power play time, make him sizzle a bit, see if he can collect some points. Then they can ship him off near the trade deadline for as much as possible. I think that's really the Habs' game plan with Drouin. I don't see him in the plans at all. We know that he's on the back half of his 20s now. He's most likely going to need a fresh start in order to really produce, if he does at all, okay? And the pressure of Montreal just gets to some guys. We see it with quite a few guys. Like, it's not for everybody. Like, not everybody can deal with going to the grocery store and getting recognized every 3 seconds, right? Or being told every 2 seconds by every kid you pass on the street that you played terrible last night. Like, not everybody can deal with that. So, Drouin, I'm not saying he's one of the ones who can't, but we know that he struggled with anxiety, which was part of his personal struggles. So, that's something that I'm sure was factored in by playing in Montreal. And I'm not blaming the fans or anything. Like, you're in the NHL, you have to be able to handle that type of stuff, but he's also a human being, and if the Montreal market's not meant for him, I mean, maybe somewhere else he'd be able to thrive better. Maybe if he goes to somewhere like Columbus or Arizona, right? Maybe that's somewhere where he would have more success because he could relax a bit more. I know you're saying, oh, he played in Tampa. Look, Florida's picking it up. I know they're not a great hockey market, but Tampa Bay is a great, passionate, pretty spicy hockey market, okay? I'm telling you right now, even when he was there, they love their hockey over in Tampa. Go to Amalie Arena, go to the watch party, stuff like that. You will see that they love their hockey there. That's a hockey town and a sneaky one at that. So, Drouin might need a lower pressure situation in order to succeed better, and I think this is his last rodeo with the Montreal Canadiens. Of course, there's a chance he doesn't even make it to his last rodeo. He gets shipped off before then. I don't see it because, again, as I said, as of right now, Jonathan Drouin is worth next to nothing. You'd be lucky if you got a fourth or a fifth for him right now with the risk that he carries. A team doesn't want to pick him up and risk losing him after 10, 15 games because of personal issues or injury issues or whatever it may be. So those teams are looking for cost certainty. And how do you get that? He needs to be healthy and needs to be playing this upcoming season and producing. So either I think he gets traded by the deadline, or if he has a terrible season or misses any time, I think he gets walked to the end of his contract, the end of the year, And if that's the case, it's going to be really tough for him to get another contract. Like if he runs into injury problems or personal issues, or he has like 10 points or 20 points in 70 games, you might be looking at Jonathan Drouin on a PTO next year with somebody. Okay, I'm looking like a professional tryout with like the Detroit Red Wings or something. Like that's what we might be looking at. So again, it's sad to see, because I know a lot of people, including myself, when he got traded here for Sergachev, a lot of people like myself were saying, man, this is the next Francophone star. Had a breakout year with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Watch out for Drouin here. And it just never panned out. Every year there was just some kind of roadblock that just halted him when he was starting to pick it up, and he would come back and he just wouldn't look the same ever. It happened so many times like that, and it's such a shame because, again, like I said, he's such a great person, but hey, we'll see what happens here. Again, like I said, I think he gets one more shot with the Montreal Canadiens, not to play to stay with them, but to play for another NHL job. Really. So, hey, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you're new here, follow me on Twitter at JohnnyHockeyYT. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.